Here we're working on electric today. We're just doing a tire change. It's got a flat tire, as you can see, pretty flat. So we're gonna change that tire real quick, and you're just gonna sit back and enjoy the show. Here we go. Lectric e-bike, 20" by 3" flat tire repair. You always want to, when you're taking the wheel off, you always want to make sure that the motor wire is free because you don't want to rip it out. I've had customers do that where they were working on their bike, they want to change the tire. They left the wire up with the zip ties attached. They unscrewed it and tried to yank it out. They couldn't figure out why it wouldn't come undone. They ended up pulling this wire right out of the motor and had to get a new motor. It was really sad. You got to be real careful when you work on the e-bikes. They're not quite as simple as people might think. It feels like the disc was out of adjustment too. So when you're working on these bikes, I know if you have a wheel mount like this, or if you have any kind of mount at home and you're changing your tire, it's going to be tempting to stick this in there to get it out of your way so you can work. Don't do that, because if you start turning the wheel, this could get all tangled up and you could damage the wire. See here, this customer had a bit of a blowout right there. See that? Blew his tire up. If you do get a hole in your tube, you want to make sure that the object that caused that hole is no longer in the tire. So when you take the tube out, check inside the casing to make sure that there's nothing left that caused the hole. Whatever caused the hole, make sure it's gone before you put a new tube in it, or you'll just get another flat. So basically, that's what I'm going to do now. Is there's a lot of slime in here I got to get rid of. See all that slime right there? It's pretty slimy, it's disgusting. So you can see right there all that slime. That's got to go. It's disgusting. So I'm going to clean that out. And then I'm going to put in a new tube. But the first thing I got to do is I got to make sure that the I got to make sure that the whatever caused that hole or whatever caused the blowout, if there's an object inside this or not. So I clean the inside, and then stuff is worthless. I've never seen it work. Maybe it has worked for somebody, but I've never seen it work. All right. So I'm just going to run my fingers across it. I'm trying to feel for any punctured. I'm just trying to feel for anything that could cause a puncture to make sure I'm not putting a brand new tube in a bike that's just going to end up with another hole. I think we're okay. I think this guy probably overinflated his tire because it was a massive blowout. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right, so we're looking for a 20 by 3. Let's see, here we go. 20 by 2.75 to 3.0. That's what I need right there. Chain is on the other side. Alright, so I'm going this way. What I'm doing is I'm making sure you can see the way these are pointed, like they're tapered up to the top and they're wide at the bottom, so the tire faces that way. This is the direction, so the tire goes this way. Also, you can see the rotation sign right there. Doing a visual inspection, I'm going to make sure that I'm putting it back on the wheel in the right direction. Tires on. Inflating these tires, you want to make sure that it won't pop off the rim, or you'll have the tire will pop. It's very loud and very violent. So just want to make sure you want to go around and make sure that B line is keep that valve stem straight. You don't want that crooked. Good to go. All right, I'm happy with that. The beads on there right, tires nice and straight, well inflated, nice and secure. So now it's time to take it off and put it on the bike. here. Good to go.